Welcome back to my backyard snack yard. Today I wanted to have a little check-in with my citrus trees, which have been overwintering in my living room for the past few months. I think I brought them inside either in September or October, and they have been really quite happy and have been growing quite a lot. This is my Four Seasons lemon tree, and he is getting quite big. Let me just stand back a bit. I actually wonder if I should give him a bit of a prune. Possibly. This guy here in front of us is a physalis. See, he's got these beautiful fruits on him. But yeah, I wonder if I should give this little guy a prune. Especially because his pot is so much smaller than his canopy. But we'll see. Time will tell. He has been flowering consistently and then developing beautiful, beautiful fruits. They're so decorative. There's some little babies over here. And there were lots more babies, but he has dropped a few, which he doesn't tend to do in the past. So I'm not entirely sure why he has started dropping a bit. And I wonder if it's the conditions. But sometimes when they just keep on producing lots and lots, then it's harder to keep hold of them all, I guess. But yeah, he's doing lovely. The one next to him is my kumquat. And I have not been able to get him to flower or fruit. But there are some little buds. So I'm hoping that that might change soon. See those? I mean, they're looking promising. Here's another one of the little baby lemons there. It's so cute. But yeah, hopefully the kumquat will decide to flower this spring. He's definitely bushing out a lot, which is nice. And then next to him, we have a navel orange tree. Super beautiful. And he is just in full bloom now. He started budding up a while ago. And it just takes forever for the flowers to all start opening. I really spritz them with rainwater every day for the most part when I have time. And they just love it. There's something that has been eating them. Look here. Something has been eating them. Not really sure what it is. And I don't like to spray my trees, so I don't know. I'm sure they'll survive despite being eaten slightly. These beautiful flowers, so stunning. I haven't seen any ants on them, so I mean, it can't be ants then, can it? I'm sure I would see ants if there were ants. But yeah, the flowers are just so amazing. They smell so wonderful. And I have been busy with my little paintbrush, hand pollinating them, because I know they will have a fruit drop. I mean, the first year I had this guy, I think I've had him for 2 years now. This is the second year I've had him. And the first year he was covered in flowers. And then in the end he had 3 fruits that held on and ripened. So they just really flower profusely and then don't have many fruits at all. He is a lot larger than he was when I first got him, so he might hang on to a few more. I am hopeful. We'll see. But I just have to keep on trying to pollinate as many as I can, and then we'll see how many he can hold on to. So nice to stand right here and just smell him. He's so lovely. Really stunning. And it really is quite fun to hand pollinate too, because it's such a simple thing to do. Let me show you. I've got my little paintbrush, and actually it has some pollen. Look how dark that pollen is. That's from another tree. And so it also is kind of getting cross-pollinated, I guess. Oh, that little thing came off there. But yeah, I mean, there's so many of these flowers everywhere. So sticky too with their pollen. And I try to do it once they're dry a bit, because I don't think it doesn't work as well, I find, when they've just been misted. I can't even focus. That's not easy. Okay, but let's move on. And right next to him, we have a beautiful archable orange tree. It's also called a rainbow orange or a blood Meyer lemon, because it's actually a mixture between a blood orange and a Meyer lemon. And he's supposed to have these wonderful stripes. So I'm still waiting. Let's look here. I'm still waiting for the stripes to come. I really do hope it starts striping up. I think it's going to take a few more months. but the oranges themselves look interesting. And I have actually used them because the tree was quite full. And so if you look up here, okay, luckily I have actually picked the ones. So the tree was really quite full and some of the branches actually snapped slightly, or one of them did, and it had 2 oranges on it. So I managed to pick those 2 oranges and I used them in different cooking things. It's so nice to have your own oranges because you know they're not sprayed and they're just beautiful and healthy and organic. So I love using them in all kinds of cooking, especially the kind of cooking where you need peels. Because I don't like using peels from store-bought ones. If you look at them, it's quite interesting. They have that little dip there that the Meyer lemons do. But they are looking like oranges, so I'm hoping it's not like a case of mislabeling or anything. It was a very sour orange that I picked when I used them. And you can see they've got that kind of green dappling there, so I'm hoping it's going to turn into red stripes. We'll see. Either way, it's a beautiful tree, and it has really flowered as well, a lot. So I've had lots and lots and lots of flowers, but again, not many fruit have set. Those flowers are still part of the other tree over there. But over here, let's see if there are any of them. Oh yes, here, a few of them have set here. Possibly they'll stay, I'm not sure. I mean, it's tricky when they already have so many going, and then these 2 here. And possibly some more. I mean, it was just covered in beautiful flowers. Oh yes, one over here as well. So, I mean, I did try to hand pollinate them all, but you know, as I said before, they're not all going to stay. I also have a pepino melon here overwintering. So it's not a citrus, but it's staying alive and also flowering for me down here. So, very fun. But yeah, they're loving life for the most part. I do keep them nice and hydrated by constantly spraying their leaves with rainwater. And they're just happy to be indoors in the warmth, I think. Our house is not that warm. It's about 16 degrees Celsius, 17 degrees Celsius, thereabouts. So not super hot, not super dry, but warmer than outside where it's about 6 degrees Celsius today. Or so. Let me just show you a few more. First off, we've got my favorite. This is my finger lime. I absolutely love him. He is enormous. He hasn't got any flowers or fruit at the moment, but I'm hoping that will come in the spring. Last year at this time he actually had some fruit, but he's had a little setback because he was attacked by scale and ants. I think the ants brought the scale. So he had this huge nest right up here. Inside here, like sort of stuck in here. It was really clever of the ants, I suppose. They were off the ground and they were just enjoying themselves, but I managed to remove that, and I think I've gotten most of the scale. I keep checking for it. I've been hand removing them, and it's super tricky because, as you can see, look how thorny this guy is. Every time you try to do the slightest bit of stuff to him, of work on him, you get completely torn to shreds, even if you're using gloves. So yeah, very prickly, but he's still looking gorgeous, and I'm looking forward to getting him outside in May again, so not for quite some time. And next to him, oh, actually this is my new guy. Look at those new little bits of growth. Oh, lovely. He's my Californian peppercorn, pink peppercorn, and I was really worried about him because he just started losing all his leaves, but he's bouncing back since he came inside. Oh, thank the Lord. And next to him we've got a lovely, lovely, lovely blood orange, and it's doing so well, and it's getting more flowers. It has actually flowered for me 3 times now. It just flowers like little bits, not like a big huge bunch, but actually I think this time we're going to get a good flush of flowers. And these ones actually, I think, smell the best of all the flowers. I think that the orange blossom smells better than the lemon blossom, but the blood orange is the best of all. And this little beauty already has some fruit. It's got this gorgeous orange, which is actually a nice size, and then a little tiny one up here. He had more, but they didn't hold. It's always sad when they keep developing and then suddenly one day they're just falling off. But he's also doing really well. I'm really happy with him and his size. Let's just show you one more. It's my lovely red lime. He's also got some kind of insect attacking him. I think that might have been from the summer. I actually pruned him down quite a bit when I brought him inside. I think I brought him inside in October or November. I left him out for quite some time because I don't really like his fruits that much. But he's actually really pretty and he's really flowering so much. He's doing the best of all, actually. Look at all these flower buds. The fruits just taste like a sort of watery, sour clementine or something. I mean, just not very good, but I want to use it like a lime or something. He's called a red lime, so. But really, really cute. And I'm keeping him quite small, and because I kept on pruning him, I think that's actually why he's really been flowering, because you can see where I've pruned him. That's where all the little new growth comes out, and then he starts pushing out new flowers. So he's done that everywhere because I wanted to keep him smaller. I was actually going to give him away, but then I couldn't find anyone who wanted him. So I'm keeping him, and I'm not going to tell him that I was going to give him away because then he might be sad. But look at this. I can't believe there's a little snail in here. I must get rid of that one in a minute. Put him back outside. But yeah, this one's doing really well as well. Although I do think the leaves are kind of light. So he might need some magnesium. I keep on feeding them. I'll just show you what I feed them. I have been using this feed ever since I got my first finger lime, actually. It was the first one I got. And so it's a season specific one. So right now we're in the winter. And so I give them this once a month in their water. And then during the summer, I give them that one once every week. So it does seem to, I'm wondering if they need more because they're fruiting. But I do also find this winter, I have been watering them a lot more because they tend to dry out quicker. I'm not sure why. But if you look down here, this is the red lime. He actually needs some water soon, because he is drying out quite quickly. So yeah, they just seem to be more thirsty this year than usual. But back to the star, my lovely navel orange. I'm so pleased to see it in such full bloom. It really is such a treat. I think I would grow them just for the flowers because they're so delightful and so fragranced. But I better give them all a bit of water now because they were looking a bit dry. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this interesting, and I will see you next time. I'm so looking forward to getting these guys back outside again and reclaiming my living room.